Hello, my name is Starlight. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and I'm reaching out to all of you beautiful souls out there. I hope you're able to get out in nature somewhere. And I have to say that Starlight wasn't able to find a hiking place today. Today was a drive. I was driving today, and by the time I got to where I wanted to go there's absolutely no hiking places in this area. So that is why I'm at a park. I actually went to a little kids park where they have a sprayer out there, and I played with the little kids getting wet because I needed to cool down. And so Starlight is definitely a little kid still, and wearing big adult shoes here, no doubt. So anyway, I really hope you're getting out in nature, and make sure, let's see, I have my water with me. Make sure, and this is not vinegar this time, this is not, I put it in a different container. So anyway, if you are new to my YouTube channel, welcome, and you can find me on YouTube, and that is at Starlight, and that is Kathy with a K, Dingman. And if you want to be that change, not just want to see that change, be that change. That means some work, that means inner work, so if you want to see and be that change, give this video a thumbs up. Plus, if you like the video, maybe you don't want to see or be the change, but if you like the video, please give this video a thumbs up. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you can leave a message down below, beep, beep, beep. Plus, don't forget the notification bell, that way you do not miss any videos. Plus, you could share my videos with anyone, and that is free, and you don't have to ask Starlight permission, to share. I thought, like, on Facebook, I'm like, am I supposed to share these things on Facebook? So some people, that's how it is. Sometimes we don't know, and we want to find out first. So you could share away on these videos. Plus, you can also follow me on Instagram, and that is at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook, and that is Kathy with a K, Dingman. And I am sorry, this is the best I could do today as far as a park. I have already gone to 3 parks to try to find somewhere to do a video. Actually, I say 3, but I came back to the same one here, and this is better than the other one. So it is kind of loud because I do have a road in front of me, so it's not the greatest view. I'll just show you really quick whoopsie. Like I said, it's not the greatest view there. So like I said, this is the best Starlight could do today as far as the time goes, because I had to really get going into making a video, and I apologize to all of you. Starlight has been working, trying to fix the problem with my videos, so I am trying another editing software, so now I got to learn all that to see how to use that new software. So I thank you for all of you. I know, like, near the end of my videos, they've been kind of funky. So but that's okay. The message is there, though. My dad actually, growing up, I've learned a lot from a blind man, and I have a blind sister. So, I have learned, I got an itch. Oh. Incense. I thought actually, sorry about this. I thought all the incense flew out, but really only one flew out, but it sounded like they all flew out. So hey, I'm just gonna keep going with the punches here. So as I was saying, is growing up, I learned a lot from a blind man, and my dad, and a blind sister. So I've learned a lot by touching, feeling in the dark. I had to go through that before. So we got this. We can listen, just like the radio, that you don't see anybody, but you hear them talk. So please be patient with Starlight. She's trying to fix this problem so you can enjoy those beautiful hiking trips that I take, because there's some beautiful things at the end of my videos. So anyway, I love you so much. Today is a very interesting topic, and I did talk to somebody today, and I said that, it's kind of funny. We're talking about one topic after another, and I love talking with this lady. She's a relative of mine. So the topic came up about, it is interesting, is do you have to take care of your mom and dad when you get older and when, of course, they're getting older? Do you? Do you think it's your job, no matter how they raised you up, no matter how they brought you up, do you think it's your job now when, they're aging and they really can't, they're starting to have problems, different things, in their life as they are aging? Is it your job, like as the child now, is because, hey, I brought you up in this world and I could take you out kind of thing? Wait, where did that come from, Starlight? I don't know, where did that come from? But, that is a very important topic here, is, the way society is, society really kind of makes you think that you got to do this and you got to do that. And I tell you, I started off really young. When I was a teenager, bringing up my daughter, I learned really quick that I didn't agree with the way society was. They were trying to control me and try to tell me what I needed to do with my daughter. And, I did the very best with my daughter. Was I a perfect mom? Absolutely not. I was very young when I had my daughter, and I have no regrets. And when I say that, Starlight's kind of being funny because I didn't have no daddy in the picture, bringing up both of my kids. And yes, I have two beautiful kids, a boy and a girl, and yes, they have two different dads. Do you have a problem with that? I didn't think so. But anyway, with that note is, because see, that's how society is. It's like, ooh, shame on you. You weren't married when you had, you know what? Everything happens for a reason. God knew the perfect time for me to have my daughter, and God knew the perfect time for me to have my son. Absolutely. When I go look back, and that's not what I'm talking about today, absolutely. It was God's timing. So I don't really care what the people out in the world thinks of Starlight. Absolutely not. I don't answer to people. I answer to God. God is the one that I answer to. So, and I know some of you might think, ooh, you're incensed, Starlight. Well, you got to go tell God about it, Anyway, hey, if you want, you could pray for me. I'm not in it. Sin, there's nobody sinless, so whoever is pointing fingers at who, is acting like they've made it, they arrived, they're in a different kind of sin. Some people, their sins are right out in the opening, and other people, they hide it where you never can hide anything on God. God knows how to, God knows your thoughts, God knows your ways, so you're not hiding shit on God. You might think you are, but to get back on the real topic here is, when it comes to should you or do you have to, like your parents might be having struggles, like maybe they don't have a car right now, is it your job, to take care of your mom or your dad or both, because sometimes that happens, is that, if your mom and dad are together still today, or maybe they're not, maybe they're separated, maybe they're divorced, anything, because Starlight has gone through a number of things like that, where, everybody's situation with their parents are different. Some of you might have lost your mom or might have lost your dad. You might have only your mom left or your mother left. So everybody is in a different situation. But the question is of today, do you have to take care of your mom and dad? And now you're probably thinking, well, Starlight, I should take care. They brought me up in this world, and they did this and they did that. And then my second question was, with your parents, I'm not saying that they were perfect bringing you up, but how did they do as parents? Were they there? Did they neglect you? Did they abuse you? Were they a good mom? Were they a good dad? Were they good parents? So that all of this really stems to, really, should you or do you have to? If you live out of state and your parents live in another state, that happens a lot. Do you have to drive all the way to their state, their city, or wherever they live, and to take them to the doctors, check up on them every so often? Is it your job to do that now as an adult? Now, what was that? Oh, well, you had good parents. Yay! You had good parents. Yes. Now, if you had a good mom and a good dad, that they really did, and they weren't perfect, but they tried so hard to, when when you have a great parent, or parents. Like my kids, they know they had a great parents, as their mom, and yes, they do have dads, but they were not there in the picture when they were growing up, when they were younger, so. And are my kids there helping me out? Yes. My daughter has been there supporting me. Now my son, and I don't live near any of my kids. I'm kind of somewhere in between, where both of my kids are. But they check up on their mom to make sure, because they know that their mom was a good mom. They know that their mom tried really hard, even under the pressures that she was under, to do the best she could in the situation at the time. So now there we go again, back to the beginning again. Do you have to take care of your mom and dad now if they were abusive? Some of you are like, I feel so guilty. I have to. I got to. That is not true. It is all up to you in the end, really, if you take care of your mom and dad. But is that going to slow you down and trip you up for your future? And if you had a great mom and a great dad, or a great mom or a great dad, yes, absolutely, you should be checking up on them, and because they were. I had a lady that was like a mom when I was younger. She was awesome. She's the kind of mom, like children would dream about having. And her daughters, her daughters did an excellent job making sure they took care of their mom. If it wasn't one, it was the other, and then other times it was both of them. And I was a witness to this. And that lady, I used to clean for, so I used to clean. This is the only client that I did this with, is I would clean for her for an hour, and then after I got done with my cleaning job with her, because I drove a far distance, just like an hour away, to go to this lady's house. Man, I feel bugs are crawling on me. I drove an hour away just to go to her house because she was that awesome. A beautiful Christian Catholic lady. And it was really sad because she started getting strokes and she started going downhill. And I have to say, in my car I have 2 blankets, one that I bought at Walmart for like a curtain in my car, and the other one, I really don't have a lot of items that came from my family members, but I do have a blanket from that lady Harriet that did pass away, like a few years ago, before COVID came out, so it was a long time ago, and so I carry that, and it's so nice and clean. I just got it clean recently. So those are the kind of moms and dads that we should be, because they gave their all. There's some kids that have gone through really bad abuse, so it is all up to you in the long run, whether you help your mom and dad, and it's a hard battle. I just met a lady not too long ago, and instantly realized, oh my, this is a negative energy. These people got like unclean spirits in them. The language that they said to me, and they did not know me, and it was really bad. The things that it's so bad that, imagine the Starlight can't even say it on this video here, because it's bad. It is really bad what they said to me, because I said I don't eat meat, and that's where the statement came. And there's a song, I'm not going to tell you what the song is, but there's a song that words certain things about not eating meat, and that's what they said to me, or at least the father did. But the reason why I bring that topic up is because the lady was complaining that she has to, she's tired of taking care of her mom. She's tired of it. And it does. It wears on people. So the question, and then that's my other point on this video is because everybody's in different situations. Like I was talking to my relatives. Excuse me. I have to get some water here. So like I was talking to my relative earlier, there's times, I gotta see if I can change the setting here, because it's getting a little funky as far as the color. Maybe this goes a little bit better. So there is a lot of times that sons and daughters, sorry, I had a tick on me earlier and I didn't even know it, so it was a good thing I went with the kids and played in the splash park, because I found a tick on my stomach. So I want to make sure none of them are sticking to me. Actually, I'm in the wrong, I did that wrong here. Here we go. I don't know where to set this. It's just that the sun is in the wrong. I gotta get this right here. Sorry guys and girls. So a lot of funky stuff goes on with people, with their parents, and Starlight went through this a long time ago, and so I don't know who I'm talking to through this video here, but some of you might have parents that said, hey, if you help me out, I will put you in the will. I will, your parents might own like a house or some land or something they own, and they're gonna give it to you, when they pass away. And there's a movie called Greedy, I believe it's called, with Michael J. Fox. I love him. So I say I love him because that was a really incredible movie. I say incredible because I related to it at the time that I watched it, about a person that claimed to be rich in that movie, and where he was promising that he was gonna give that whatever he owned all away and all that stuff. And it's a heck of an eye-opener as far as, I'm sorry, these little bugs are out here. You might not see them, but they fly in front of me and try to bite me. So yeah, in this movie, I had a crush on Michael J. Fox when I was younger, and I still, my heart goes out to him. So me and this little bug off. So anyway, as far as people like parents saying, hey, when I get older, I wanna, you're the son, maybe you're the only son, maybe they're only a daughter, maybe you came from a family that has like maybe 4 kids or even more, and it's sad though, a lot goes on when mommy and daddy own something, and everybody's like wondering who's gonna get it, or somebody like Starlight says, who cares? Who cares? I don't want no part of it. I'm good. I'm good. Starlight ran. Where did you go, Starlight? So, a lot of times what happens is that, there's families that is going to hand down something to their kids, maybe all of them. Maybe if there's 4 kids, the mom and dad are like, yeah, let's give them all like a little piece, of something, or maybe the oldest, or maybe the favorite of the family, or maybe the baby in the family. Hey, because, everybody else left us because, if they were really bad parents anyway, maybe the other ones grew up enough to say, we're out of here, Dad and Mom. So it is all kind of weird how this all can go as far as parents having a will and they want to give their children something, so when they pass away that it's like they give them something for their loss. And so I had my opportunities when I was younger, and I'm like, I'm good. So maybe you've had that time with a family member where they said, hey, if you're there for me, if you there's a lot of times there's some strings attached to these agreements though for a will, just like the movie with Michael J. Fox, is that there was strings attached, So like I met that lady not too long ago, like I said, a very unclean spirits, and she was complaining about, I don't know the whole story, what was going on, but she was complaining that she's got to take care of her parents. And I wanted to help her out, but really the toxic energy was so bad, I decided to pack up my bags and go somewhere else. Is that I wanted to help her out, but it wasn't going to happen, And so it's people that complain about stuff, but they don't really want the help, So I figured, well, maybe there's something tied to why she's trying to help her mom out, because people feel guilty if they're not there for their parents. Hey, people are going to judge me because I'm not taking care of mom and dad. Well, a lot of times on that note is, a lot of times, as kids get old enough and they have their own kids, and maybe now they're having grandkids, as they look back at their life and they realize that, the public might think your mom and dad were the greatest because nobody knows what was going on in the house. So nobody knows, or maybe there's people that know, but maybe they're older and they passed away, or maybe they don't remember all the stuff that happened, and where a lot of people forget all about the stuff that happened when you were a child. They just see your parents as the way they are now, but a lot of times, that bit me. I got bit here by a black ant. The buggies are out here. So anyway, is that if you have a great mom and dad, yes, absolutely, be there, figure a way of helping them out one way or another. And I do understand if they live far away is that you might have to make arrangements to be able to help them out. And, but this is mainly about parents that have not been good parents at all, and sometimes it's hard to even see the good in some parents, Of course, they couldn't have been all bad, but the bad outweighs the good is these kind of parents, because whether you understand this, there's times that, people have kids. Whew, I'm sorry, I got something back there. I don't know where it is. I need a back scratcher here. Is, when it comes to kids, when they were younger, a lot of people don't know what were going on behind closed doors, like how the kids were treated, and, where parents are really good at covering things up. And so society might think, you should be there to take care of your kids. I mean, not your kids, but your parents, but sometimes what happens is that you can actually have a child, and that child might end up, because there's people that are unclean spirits raising up kids, And they carry that, and then they bring up kids, and they're doing evil stuff to their children, you know. So why would you have to take care of them later on? Because the last years of your life, you know, could be like at my age, I'm half, like I don't know how God's gonna have me here till whenever, but I want to enjoy the rest of my life, you know. And do you really have to be there for your parents? That's something that you gotta. And don't worry about what other people think. They weren't there when all this stuff was going on when you were a kid. Sorry about these bugs, but I can't really. I got bugs everywhere here. I just got done going off into the water there, and I'm a little sweaty. Sorry about this. So you don't have to worry about what everybody else thinks, whether you should be there or not. Guess what? It's none of their business. None of their business. You know, if they cared so much about your parents, hey, you go and help them out, right? But if you had really great parents that really, they worked hard, they taught you some really good morals in the world, and taught you different things, and was a great example. They were honest to you. They, not that they were perfect. I'm not saying about perfect, because there's no perfect person out there except for Jesus, so I'm not talking that they never made a mistake, like never did something wrong, is that I know I did things wrong, but I told my kids I am sorry, So there's parents that have done evil to their children and never till this day said, I'm sorry. What was I thinking? Why did I do that to you? So there's parents out there that has never, sorry, it's a buggy area over here. I've never been here before. And these little black flies, I don't have my vinegar with me. So it is all up to you as far as, whether you're going to be there for your parents. I can't tell you anything. I'm making this video because when I heard that lady not too long ago complaining about taking care of her mom, imagine you got a mom or a dad that's got unclean spirits, and you're trying to take care of them, and they're cursing you out, and you're yelling at you, and they're being offensive with their mouth, and they're controlling you, and they're telling you how to do what, and they're being mean and rotten, yelling at you. Really? Do you have to take care of them? Because, that's a situation Starlight would not want to be into, so it is all up to you. But if your parents have been there and they did the best they could, and they really, really tried, they protected you, they made sure nobody was going to mess with you and all that stuff. And not that they were perfect, but they were there. They were trying to get you prepared for the real deal, for the future. And man, these bugs, there's only one thing that gets rid of these, but I don't have it with me. They are bad. So anyway, I do love you so much, and it's up to you whether you I'm gonna eat that. If I was a frog right now, I'd just go, just eat him or her. Imagine that. So anyway, I do love all of you, and Starlight has a great sense of humor. Definitely a little twisted at times, but it's all up to you whether you take care of your mom or dad. And don't worry about anybody else's opinions, judgments, because they weren't there. They don't know what you've gone through as far as a child. It might have even been before you were born, in the mother's womb. That's where abuse starts, is right at the womb, where if your parents, your mom, I don't know if the dad, I think it's just the mom. If the mom is being abusive by doing drugs when you were born, or alcohol, because there's some moms that are trying to destroy their babies before they have them. That way they can have a miscarriage and you know, a lot of times it doesn't work out the way they think. They didn't drink enough or they didn't smoke enough, and then the baby lives. But now the baby's got some handicaps, you know, or the baby can't see, or, you know, all different kind of things that can happen to these babies. So if you have that kind of mom that was already trying to abuse you before you even got out of the womb, really, why should you have to be there for them now? You know, but if you got that trophy mom out there, you bet your ass you should really take care of that lady and your mom. And even if you had that kind of father that was a trophy father, you know, where he should have gotten a reward for being such a great dad, yes, please be there for those, you know. But those ones that were abusive and all that stuff and did horrible things, you know, when you grew up and even throughout your whole life, you don't have to be there for them. So, like I said, it's all up to you. I love you so much, and I'm sorry about all this stuff here. You know, Starlight, it's like, these bugs. It's only going to get better, right, when I get sweaty more. So anyway, I do love you so much, and I don't even know if you're going to see this in this video, because a lot of times the picture goes away and all you do is hear Starlight gab. So I love you so much. This is Starlight. You could give this video a thumbs up. You could subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget, you can leave a message down below. Beep, beep, beep. And where's my bell? Don't forget the notification bell. And don't forget my playlist. Check out my playlist. See what other kind of interesting topics Starlight talks about. And you can follow me on Instagram at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook, and that is Kathy with a K, Dingman Starlight. I love you so much, and you know, be there for those moms and dads that earned that. You know, they say respect, right? You have to earn respect. You gotta earn that. You know, that just doesn't happen. You know, that's something that's been earned. So I love you so much. This is Starlight. This is Starlight, love, light, and peace.